Hello kids. So we completed our first block, second block, and we entered into our third block. So here in this we are going to learn some new lesson. Okay. To enter into the new lesson, let us see first the title of the lesson. Can you see the title of the lesson? Yes. A day in the life of washerman. So if we are taking this title, so what is the title based on? The title is based on the life of a washerman. So can you see the picture? Yes. Is it a real photograph or an imaginary? It's a real photograph. It's not an imaginary pic, but it is a real picture. Means this is a story which really happened. So we are going to learn about a day in the washerman. So do you think the author is telling us about a washerman? Yes, author is going to tell us about a washerman. So actually what is our aim today? So let us see what is our aim today. Our aim is to identify author's purpose of writing. Author is writing. So what is the purpose of writing about a washerman? Why would he want us to know about the washerman? Is he writing us to know something about him? Yes, we are going to know something about a washerman. Why do we need to know the life of a washerman? Every person is having his daily activities. Children, a farmer, a washerman, a police, a doctor, whoever we take, a teacher, everyone, they are having their own duties. Okay, how they are spending their life, how they are doing in their life. Okay, how they are spending a day or regularly, what they are doing, what are their habits. So basing on this, we can make some stories, we can know even what are these all moral stories. Do you learn the moral stories? Have you heard about many moral stories? Yes, there are many moral stories. Each story is giving one moral. Yes, means from every story we can learn something. Even movies, there are many movies. Why one or two movies enough now? There are many movies to give some information. So we want to take good from everything. In the same way, author is having, why author is giving us this one? Why author want us to know about the washerman? So let us read the lesson and know it. Okay. After that, we can complete our volume S1 page number 21. So first let us know the purpose of the author, why he is making us to know about the washerman. Okay. The life of a washerman. Can you see the heading? Genre means it is a narrative non-fiction. Previously observed that fiction stories which are not real. So this is a non-fiction story which is a real story of a washerman. Can you see the picture? Okay, kids, let us today learn the lesson a day in the life of a washerman. Okay, so here we are learning about a washerman. Since the title is on washerman, total lesson might be depend upon the life of the washerman. Means according to the lesson, the title will be selected. Now observe the lesson and the pictures. Can you see the pictures in page number 20 and 21? Do you think are the real photographs? Yes, they are the real photographs. Means the story is a real story. Now see there. See the first paragraph. Raghu was a hard-working washerman. His day always began early. After he had cleaned up his little shack, sweeping it with great care, he fed the stray dog he had picked up from the street. Then he prepared a small meal for himself. So every day, this is the daily routine of the washerman named Raghu. Regularly, he gets up early in the morning. Then he cleans up his little shack. Shack means a house, a small little house. So he cleaned his house with great care and he feeds. So can you see? He fed his stray dog. Regularly his timetable, according to his timetable, after cleaning his house, he used it to feed his dog which he picked up from the street. It is a stray dog, means which regularly moves on the streets. So then he prepares meal for himself. This is his regular schedule. Now see the second picture. Next he got onto his bicycle. He rode past the tall buildings. Every year there were more and more of them coming up, and his tiny shack looked even tinier in front of them. So next, after completion of his daily routine, he takes his bicycle and goes towards the tall buildings. Why do you think he goes to tall buildings? Because as a washerman, he wants to collect the cloths. Maybe he is going to the tall buildings to collect the cloths. So every year the apartments were increasing, and because in front of apartments his little house looks more and more tinier. So it looks tinier. Now see the next page, page number 21. He greeted with the watchman who sat on his chair. Can you see? In the picture, Raghu is greeting the washerman. Hello Raghu, nice morning. So he waved. Raghu waved back. So washerman greeted him and he waved back. He never had time to notice how nice the morning was. So Raghu never had time to notice, but whenever others wished him, he gives the response. Still he smiled. If watchman uncle was in a good mood, that meant he must have heard from his family in his village in Bihar. That means the watchman is from Bihar. The family, watchman's family lived in Bihar. So if he gets something information from Bihar, from his family, he laughs. Otherwise he never laughs, it seems. Okay, now see the next passage. He pulled out his notebook. There were many clothes he picked up for washing and ironing from different houses. The notebook helped him remember. It also helped him keep track of the money different people owed him. There were some who paid him at the end of the month, others who did so daily. Today there were different things to be picked up from different houses. Now can you see a notebook in Raghu's hand? Yes. Why is he maintaining a notebook? He is maintaining the notebook to keep a track of the money, because he is taking the clothes from other people. So he want to note from which house how many clothes he had taken, and to return back he wants some idea of the number of clothes and the money, how much money he is regularly getting from those houses. So for that he is maintaining a book. And in that book, every day he is writing the information regarding the clothes as well as the money. So how are they going to pay for him? Yes, the people in the apartments, they used to pay him. Some paid at the end of the month and some used to pay regularly. Now today, so daily he used to take the clothes. Today he is going to take the clothes from the houses. Now take the page number 22. Can you see there? Raghu is picking up the cloths, or he is taking the cloths, the bundle of cloths. Okay. He bundled all of these cloths into a big white sheet that he slung over his shoulder. As he took the stairs down, Raghu tied with care the sheet with the crumpled up cloths inside it. Now what did he do? All the cloths which they were there, he used to tie them in a big white sheet, then slung over. Slung means to hang over. So he used to hang over. Can you see there? Yes, he used to hang them to his shoulder. And he took the stairs down. Then he came down tying all that crumpled up cloths inside. Means all the dirty cloths, whatever are there, he used to make them as a bundle and he used to tie them and he used to come down the stairs. Now he would have a long day ahead washing and ironing the clothes. So what does he do after taking the clothes? So he takes the clothes all and he is going to wash and iron the clothes. He cycled to the Dhobi Ghat. Where is he? Washing the clothes and ironing the clothes. See, he is taking them to the Dhobi Ghat. First he takes them to the Dhobi Ghat. This was near the river where some other washermen like him were already at work, scrubbing the dirt off the cloths, thwacking them against the rocks so that the sound echoed everywhere. Now, Not only Raghu, but many other dhobis are there who went near that river. There is a dhobi ghat near the river, and all the washermen, they go near that dhobi ghat. So there what do? They scrub the dirt from the cloths. Means they wash the cloths so that all the dirt from the cloths vanish. So after that, what do? Thwacking them against the rocks. Do you know that they will hit hardly? You can see in the picture he is hitting hardly on the rocks. So because of that, it echoes. The sound echoes. Echo means gives back. The sound which gives back as a copy of the sound, that is called echo. So now the sound, when he is thwacking them against the rocks, the sound echoes there. So all the dhobis, they used to do that. Now after that completion of that, what does he do? Let us see. Take the page number 23. Yes. Raghu liked working by the river. He liked the way his friends shouted across to each other over the noise. He waved to passing boatmen. Sometimes there were children on the boats who always waved back. Now can you see the picture? Yes, Raghu, he likes to work near the river, because near the river it will be very pleasant. Children, do you like to go near the river? Seeing the water? Really, it will be very good. Okay. So after going there, he talks to his friends and he likes the friends talking to each other. They are shouting across, and whatever the noise is there, he enjoys that noise and everything. And sometimes what does he do? He waves to the boatmen and the children. Can you see them traveling on the water? Yes. So they were on the boats and he used to wave to them. Now see the next picture in page number 23. As he waited for the cloths to dry, Raghu sat under a tree. He carefully wrote out the alphabet and words he was trying to teach himself. Already he knew 2 languages, but English was something everybody was learning. He wanted to learn it too. See kids, here Raghu not only washing the cloths, but while the cloths were getting dry, he sits under a tree, then opens the book and write the alphabets, because he likes to learn English. See, already he know 2 languages, but still he want to learn English because he likes to learn anything. So he likes more, so he is trying to learn English language also. Now open your page number 24. His clothes dried in the next 2 hours. So how much time does the clothes take to dry? They take 2 hours to get dry. So what does he do in these 2 hours? He is waving to the children and the boatsmen, and also even he is reading. He is learning the English language. He counted them again carefully. Then he folded them and set off for home. So after drying up, what does he do? He counts them, because all the cloths may mix. That's why he counts them properly and he arranges them. He folds them and he goes to his home. Now washing is completed, drying is completed. What is remaining? Can you see the picture? Yes, after folding them, he takes them to home and he is doing the ironing. Can you see there? Yes, let us read the paragraph. The rest of the day he would iron the clothes. Raghu knew a coal iron could work as well as the new lighter ones that ran on electricity. Where he worked, there was no electricity. He reached home and by then it was late afternoon. He would iron clothes for the next few hours. So, after completion of the drying, he comes to his house, and what is he using? Which iron box? Can you see? It is an old model iron box which they used to iron. So what does it run with? So it is not with electricity, but it runs with coal. So they fill it with coal. So it works very well. Now what is the new version? Yeah, the electricity with that runs with electricity. There came new iron boxes which came with electricity, but he says that they are not working properly. Okay, so after reaching home late afternoon, he irons his clothes for few hours. Now see the next page, page number 25. His dog barked with joy on seeing him. He held some pieces of grass and old twigs in his mouth, and now he offered them to Raghu as a gift. Raghu smiled. He no longer felt tired. His dog always had a way of making him smile. Can you see? Yes, when he came back, the stray dog came towards him with some pieces of grass and old twigs. So why did it brought? So Raghu thinks that the dog brought them as a gift to Raghu. So he takes them with smiling face. Can you see? And he never felt tired. Means by seeing the dog, all the tiredness went away and now he is feeling somewhat relaxed. So his dog always comes to him and make him smile like that. So this is the regular schedule of the Raghu a washerman. Children, now basing on this, you want to complete your volume. Okay? So just remember all the things, because here Raghu is a washerman and the author is making us to know about the washerman in the sense because it is a life story. Every life will have some timetable. So here let us find them in order, the sequence order of the washerman, what he is doing from morning till evening, so that it will be useful for us to complete our volume in further. Okay? Children, do you think it is a biography? No, it is not a biography, because here the author gave us only one day, means only a single day in the washerman's life. If they give us the total information about the person's entire life, then we say it is a biography. But here they had given us only a single day. That's why we cannot say it as a biography. Now coming to your volume, page number 21. See the first question. Look at the table. What was the author's purpose for writing a day in the life of a washerman? So if you can see the headings, to persuade, to inform, or to entertain. Normally you know what is to giving information and what is for entertaining. But here what is persuade? Now persuade is a word which we use when we are going to convince others to do something. Even the government is persuading us to wear the face mask so that we can fight against the coronavirus. Means if they are giving us some information they are giving, means they will ask us to follow that thing. Then we can say they are persuading us. Just an information passing, then we can say they are informing us. So basing on this, what are you thinking about the story? What purpose the author feel to give us this story? So basing on that, you complete your first question. Now see the second one. Fill in the chart with details from the two stories. So previously you listened the story Chakravarti Investigates. So basing on these two stories, what happened a day in the life of the washerman, what happened according to the general pictures, author's purpose and characters and features. Basing on these, what happened in the day in the life of a washerman and also in the Chakravarti. So try to complete this basing on two stories. Okay. Now coming to your third question. How is the story a day in the life of a washerman different from a biography? So basing on that, try to say whether it is a biography or a normal thing. So complete your volume, the 3 questions and send a pic. Okay kids?